Hello viewers, welcome to my YouTube channel Physics with Rishikesh. In the last two videos we have discussed about the formally the concepts of the chapter lengths. The chapter lengths is very much important for your upcoming examinations. Today in this video we will solve different previous years questions. Okay, so without wasting any time, let's start the video, and I request you to like the video, share with your friends and subscribe my channel. So let's start.
Okay, here is the first question. A biconvex lens made of glass, the refractive index of glass is given 1.5, is put in a liquid of refractive index 1.7. The question is its focal length will option A decrease and change sign, option B increase and change sign, option C decrease and remain of the same sign, and option D increase and remain of the same sign. Now we know the focal length of a lens is given by 1 by f equal to a mu g minus 1 into 1 by r1 minus 1 by r2, where r1 and r2 are the radii of curvature of this lens. In the first case the focal length is given by fa, and then it is dipped into a liquid, then its focal length will be given by 1 by fl equal to l mu g minus 1 into 1 by r1 minus 1 by r2. This is my equation 1 and this is equation 2. Now divide equation 1 with by 2, we get fl by fa, this is given by a mu g minus 1 divided by l mu g minus 1. Okay, I have told you in the doubt clearing class that a mu g is the refractive index of glass with respect to that of air. Similarly, l mu g will be given by refractive index of the glass with respect to that of the liquid. Okay, now a mu g we can write it as mu g by mu a minus 1, and l mu g by mu l minus 1. Okay, now mu g is given by 1.5 and the refractive index of air is 1 minus 1 divided by 1.5 divided by the refractive index of the liquid is given 1.7 minus 1. So it is actually 1.5 minus 1 divided by 1.5 minus 1.7 into 1.7. So 0.5 into 1.7 divided by minus 0.2. So FL will be given by FL equal to 0.85 divided by 0.2 with a negative sign times FA. So FL will be equal to minus 4.25 FA. So we can see that the focal length of the lens is increased but its sign changes. So option B is the correct answer. Question number 2. A convex lens and a concave lens separated by distance d are then put in contact. The focal length of the combination becomes 0, remains the same, decreased or increases. Now we know the focal length of the combination of two lenses is given by 1 by f equal to 1 by f1 plus 1 by f2 minus d by f1 f2. But we know the focal length of a convex lens is positive. Suppose this is my convex lens, so f1 will be positive, and the focal length of a concave lens is negative. So f2 is negative. If we put f2 is negative, then we will get 1 by f1. For the first case we denote f as f1, so this will be equal to 1 by f1 minus 1 by f2 plus d by f1 f2, or the LCM is f1 f2. This is f2 minus f1 plus d. So f1 will be equal to f1 f2 divided by f2 minus f1 plus d. Okay, understand? Now in the second case they are put in contact, so the focal length will be given by 1 by f2. For the second case we denote f as f2. If 1 by f2 equal to 1 by f1 minus 1 by f2. Take the LCM, f1 f2, f2 minus f1. So f2 will be f1 f2 divided by f2 minus f1. Now compare these two equations. Comparing these two equations, we can see that the numerator of these two equations are same. In the denominator, here it is f2 minus f1 plus d, and this is f2 minus f1. Since d is a positive quantity, this factor actually decreases. So if we take the ratio of f1 and f2, then we will see that the focal length of the combination will increase. So option D is the correct answer. Question number 3. A point object is placed at the center of a glass sphere of radius 6 cm and refractive index 1.5. The distance of the virtual image from the surface of the sphere is 2 cm, 4 cm, 6 cm or 12 cm. First of all, we have to know a formula of the refraction from a spherical surface. The formula for the refraction is mu2 minus mu1 by r equal to mu2 by v minus mu1 by u. I will explain and derive this formula later. In this formula, mu1 is the refractive index of the medium from which light rays are coming. Mu1. Mu2 is the refractive index of the medium in which light rays are entering after refraction. And we all know u is the object distance and v is the image distance and r is the radius of curvature. Okay. Now using this formula we can write in this question the first medium is the glass and the second medium is air. So we can write G mu A, not A mu G. This is the second medium and this is the first medium. Always write the second medium at the right side of the refractive index and the first medium from which the light rays come in on the left side of the refractive index. Okay. Now G mu A minus 1 divided by R, this is equal to G mu A by V minus 1 by U. Since the refractive index of air is 1. Okay, now put the value. This is actually mu A by mu G minus 1 divided by R, mu A by mu G by V minus 1 by U. So 1 divided by 1.5 minus 1 divided by, this is R. The value of the radius of curvature is 6, but actually this is the opposite side of the propagation of light, so a negative sign will arise. So this is equal to 1 divided by 1.5 V minus 1 by minus 6. For real object we know U is always negative. So 1 minus 1.5 by minus 6, this is equal to 1.5 by plus 1.5 by 6. Now this is just calculation. 0.5 by 6, this is actually 1 by V plus 1 by 4. Okay, now 1 by V actually 1 by 12 minus 1 by 4, this is minus 2 by 12 or 1 by minus 6. So V will be minus 6 centimeter. So option C is the right answer. For this question, you have to know this formula, the formula of refraction. Okay, and the remaining part is just the calculation. So you have to know this formula, where mu1 is the refractive index of the medium from which light rays come. Mu2 is the refractive index of the medium in which the light rays enter after refraction. U is the object distance, V is the image distance, and R is the radius of curvature of the glass sphere. Okay, now move on to the next question. In the figure, an air lens of radii of curvature 10 centimeter. The radius of curvature, these two radii of curvature R1 and R2 are given by 10 centimeter, is cut in a cylinder of glass mu equal to 1.5. Then the focal length and nature of the lens is asked in the question. Option A, 15 centimeter concave. Option B, 15 centimeter convex. Option C, infinity, neither concave nor convex, and option D, 0 concave. Now we know the focal length of a lens is given by 1 by f equal to g mu a minus 1 into 1 by r1 minus 1 by r2. Okay, this is actually equal to mu a by mu g minus 1 into 1 by r1 minus 1 by r2. So what is the value of mu a? We know the value of mu a is 1. 1 is the refractive index of air, and the refractive index of glass is 1.5 minus 1 into 1 by 10 minus of minus 1 by 10. Okay, since the radii of curvature, one is positive and the other is negative, we know it. So this is actually 2 by 3 minus 1 into 2 by 10. So minus 1 by 3 into 1 by 5. So this is equal to minus 15. So the focal length will be equal to 15 centimeter. F will be minus 15 centimeter, and the nature will be concave lens, since we know the focal length of a concave lens is negative. So option A is the right answer. If you have any question, any doubt, you can ask me in the comment section. Okay, move on to the next question. Question number 5. The distance between an object and a divergent lens is m times the focal length of the lens. The linear magnification by the lens is option A m, option B 1 by m, option C m plus 1, or option D 1 divided by m plus 1. Very much important and very easy question. Here it is given that the distance between the object and the divergent lens is m times the focal length of the lens, m times the focal length of the lens. So we can write u as m into f, where f is the focal length of the lens, u is the object distance. But from the lens formula we know 1 by f equal to 1 by v minus 1 by u. This is known to all. Okay, now 1 by f equal to 1 by v minus 1 by m into f. So 1 by v will be equal to 1 by f plus 1 by mf. Take the LCM, mf, so m plus 1, and v will be equal to mf divided by m plus 1. So the linear magnification m is given by the image distance by object distance. So v by u, the value of v is mf divided by m plus 1, and u is actually mf. So the magnification is 1 divided by m plus 1. Here this m and this m are not equal. This is actually the magnification, and this m is just a number. Okay, so option D is the right answer. Question number 6. Today's last question. The power of a biconvex lens is 10 diopter. We know the unit of power of a lens is diopter. and the radius of curvature of each surface is 10 centimeter. This is expressed in centimeter CGS unit. Then the refractive index of the material of the lens is 3 by 2 or 4 by 3 or 9 by 8 or 5 by 3 or 3 by 4. Okay, we know the power of a lens is given by P equal to 1 by F when F is expressed in meter, and also it is expressed as 100 by F if F is expressed in centimeter. We know. So in this case the power is given by 10 diopter equal to 100 by F. So the focal length will be given by 100 by 10, that is 10 centimeter. Now the refractive index of the material of the lens is asked. According to lens maker formula, we know 1 by F equal to mu minus 1 into 1 by R1 minus 1 by R2. But if one radius of curvature is positive, then other will be negative. R1 will be positive and R2 will be negative. So 1 by F equal to mu minus 1 into 1 by R minus of minus 1 by R. Okay, so 1 by F is given by mu minus 1 into 2 by R. Now put the value. 1 by F, the value of F is 10 centimeter, that is 1 by 10 equal to mu minus 1 into 2 by R, where R is the radius of curvature which is given by 10 centimeter. So mu minus 1 is given by half, or mu equal to half plus 1, that is 3 by 2. So option A is the right answer. Thank you for watching this video. Share with your friend and like the video. Thank you.